Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kurt, and welcome back to Farlands or Bust. Here we are, continuing on per usual. Whoop, destroyed my staircase. Oh, another creeper. They are getting smart and clever and moderately annoying. Hi, guy. How you doing? Let's go, Wolfie. Screw that guy. Ah, skeleton residue as well. Oh, God, creeper. Geek. Okay. We apparently have a companion creeper who's following us to the Farlands, so that would be pretty funny. A match made in heaven. So, here we are, continuing on, and oh god, another one. Oh god, good lord. Watch it, Wolfie. Yeah, if I didn't have Wolfie, I would fight those guys, but I'm just afraid I'm going to hit one, it's going to explode, and Wolfie's going to be right there. Oh. Alright, ooh. What is going on today? What is going on? Alright, nuts to that guy. I'm going to get on a boat and make my way away. Away. Yep, he forgot me. Screw you guys. But yeah, we're here. I'm happy to report that we're up to 25% of our Child's Play charity fundraiser goal. I got a little bit of a surge there in contributions. I really appreciate it. We're up to $7,406 for Child's Play charity this season. So 1/4 of the way there. Keep it coming. I did a little bit of calculations, and at our current rate, now that we're at 1/4, I just multiply how long it took us to get here by 3 or whatever, and then it looks like we'll reach the 100% goal, $29,220, by September 27th, 2013. So no pressure there if you want it to happen sooner, but I was kind of anticipating, due to the bigger goal that we have, that would take a little bit longer, obviously. So it's kind of a fun little thing to look at. But yeah, here we are, Farlands or Bust. I would also like to thank Lindsay, Terry, Ben, Faisal, sorry, and Jeremy for your little chip-ins to the tip jar, the Farlands or Bust tip jar. I really appreciate that. Boop. Disembark. No. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Disembark. Woof. And continuing on. Of course, yesterday I uploaded the 20% milestone video, finally, now that we're at 25%, which was myself feeding my pet box turtle, Speedy, some delicious, crunchy, gooey, disgusting mealworms. So I'm glad everybody enjoyed that video. It got a very good response. It got more likes and comments in that evening, in yesterday evening, than the last Farlands or Bust did in the whole 24-hour period. So maybe I should just turn my channel into a Maru the Cat type of channel where I just record my pet box turtle and post small videos every once in a while, and then I'll start raking in the YouTube money. No, that's not going to happen. But yeah, that was fun and interesting to record. That's Speedy for you. And I anticipated a few comments like this. I know there's probably some of you who either own box turtles or reptiles or things like that, and some of you were indeed mentioning that those waxworms that I was feeding him are actually not all that great for, they're more of a treat. They're very fatty. They're not that great for nutrition for a reptile. And yes, I'm aware of that. But also, Speedy is at least 20 years old, so I think she's doing all right. But yeah, turtles in general are very picky eaters. Surface iron, I'm going to leave you behind because I've got quite a bit lately, so nuts to that. But yeah, it's not the only thing I feed Speedy. Obviously, I got those mealworms are actually a lot better. I do also dust her food, whether living or not, with a kind of a calcium multi-nutrient doohickey, which you have to do for turtles because they need a lot of calcium because they have a shell, which is, like a giant bone, that needs a lot of calcium, and there's really not much other places they'd get calcium from. So I do that, but she's just a really picky eater. Last month, I think I put a banana slice, and she actually, I was surprised, started eating the banana slice, but just kind of picking on it. She really didn't scarf it down or anything like she does the worms. So I just try to make sure that she's well fed, and I worry about the nutrients and other things at a later time. But yeah, I'm glad you guys all enjoyed that. It was interesting to record. And yeah, you guys said that the video quality out of my cell phone was pretty good, and I'm happy about that. It looked pretty good to me. For those wondering, I mentioned it before, but I have a Samsung Galaxy S II, and I realized the S3 is coming out like imminently. It was already announced and debuted. But yeah, I have the Samsung Galaxy S II. I've had it for a little bit less than a month. Let me try to get some flint, so I think I have a few feathers on me. Let's just hope this entire gravel beach doesn't implode on me. How many feathers do I have? Oh, I have 2. Okay, well that's enough of flint then. Yoink. And I will make those arrows when I put down my workbench next. Let's do this while we're at it. Hey, Wolfie, sit! Speaking of feeding pets, stop jumping around. Boop. There we go. But yeah, the Samsung Galaxy S II, I've had it for almost a month now, I think. Can't remember. Oh, God, the hell was that? Get out of my way, tree. Out of my way! I've had it for about a month. It's my first smartphone. Before that, I just owned a basic flip phone for the longest time. So it's my first smartphone. I went with Android because I am kind of integrated with all the Google services. The Googles! So that just kind of made the most sense. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not out of the house that much, so I don't use it as much as a as like I don't browse the web or do much of that stuff because I'm usually in my house, so that's where I do all my Twittering and Facebooking and email and stuff like that. But it's going to come in real handy for this NASA tweet up thing, because I didn't have that the last time I went to the NASA tweet up last August for the Juno launch. And I do feel like my coverage was a little bit lacking. I really wasn't able to post pictures right away because I would take pictures with my normal camera and then, have to wait to get back to the hotel and upload them through my laptop or something like that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And I guess if I could give kind of an initial first impressions, it's a good phone. Obviously, it's floating dirt. It's kind of last year's model, but that's just the way my carrier works. I have US Cellular, and they're a little bit more of a regional carrier, so they tend to get their phones after all the big guys do. So I wouldn't think they're going to get the S3 anytime soon. So the S2 is great. They just got the S2 like a few months ago. So it's very thin. It's got a nice big screen, but it's very light. It has a plastic back, so it feels a little bit chintzy, to be honest. I know it's not, but I think they should have made the back plate out of something a little bit more sturdy. Maybe not metal or aluminum, but maybe like, that kind of rubberized silicone, which I actually went ahead and I found on Amazon for like $4 a case, which is of that rubberized silicone. So it gives that, with the case, I enjoy it much better because it gives it a little bit more heft and it's a little bit more grippy on the back. So that would be at the moment, my only gripe about the S2. And I know a lot of people say that about all of the Galaxy S phones, even the latest one. I've been reading reviews about the S3, and they say how it feels kind of too light and chintzy with the plastic back. But otherwise, I'm happy with it. I've gotten suggestions that I should root Android on it. I might do that eventually, but not being used to Android, I think I'm going to wait a while before I do that. I'm perfectly... Oh, doorbell ringing. Getting stuff from the UPS guy. But, yeah. What was I going to say now? Forgot. Oh, the rooting Android. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I kind of installed my own launcher to kind of make it look a little bit more like ice cream sandwich as opposed to what it has now. Stock is gingerbread version of Android. But, yeah, I'm kind of playing around with it, just getting used to the apps and things like that. I've had a few issues where it gets frozen and like stuff won't launch, so I just have to restart the phone. I'm assuming that's normal with smartphones. They're kind of like computers, so I could understand where that, you get like a program error once in a while and got to restart the phone. So I'm assuming that's not a major problem. It's only happened a few times, but yeah, I'm really happy with the camera quality, the recording, the video recording, and that one I recorded in 720p, whereas the phone can do 1080. But I don't know how much I'd use that. It'd take up a little bit of space, I guess. But yeah, I'm happy. If my uneducated, my first impressions of my first Android phone, there you have it. Let's see what we can do about making the elevated hidey hole. Boop, 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 boop. I guess I can do it here. Woof. Indeed. Indeed. And a boop, boop, boop. And a boop. And a boop. Wolfie, whoop. Get off. Get off. Get. Oh god, he's fighting back. That's the first time he's done that. Let's put down the old bed and go to sleep. And awakeness. Indeedness. But yeah, there's that. Oh, I wanted to, since I saw the sunrise there. Dead pig. Since I saw the sunrise there, I did want to actually mention, right now, there is a very large sunspot on the sun, and you can actually see it, not naked eye, but to the unmagnified eye. I have these, like I said, I have these Eclipse glasses that I got for the upcoming Venus transit, and I'll try to see what little I'll be able to see of May 20th. There's the solar eclipse, the annular solar eclipse, that most of you guys on the West Coast and in the Rocky Mountains of North America are going to be able to get a better view of. It's going to be happening just at sunset here in Chicagoland, so I might be able to see a sliver of it, but yeah, I have these solar eclipse glasses, and just looking at the sun, just with solar eclipse glasses, no telescope or anything, you can actually see the sunspot on the sun, and it's it's a little bit off center right now, and it's going to be slowly progressing across the face in the coming days. So if you do have solar eclipse glasses or proper solar filters, get some practice for the upcoming eclipse and Venus transit by heading out and looking at the sun, and you'll see a sunspot. Of course, I do have to stress, everybody always asks, oh, is it okay if I like, these type of sunglasses or tinted windows or looking through processed film, camera film? No. You have to have proper solar filters. The solar glasses that I have, solar eclipse glasses, they have to be CE certified. The place I recommended before is actually running out of stock because they're being so popular, and that one actually donates to Astronomers Without Borders, but you can actually find them on Amazon. They sell them in 5-packs for like $6-7. I think there's a few you can buy that have Amazon Prime. I don't have a boat, so let's put down the workbench, make a boat, and those arrows while we're at it. But yeah, their solar eclipse glasses are special things that you have to, the only way you can actually look at the sun safely. And obviously, if you have solar eclipse glasses, don't think you can put binoculars in front of your solar eclipse glasses, because the binoculars will create like a laser beam that will burn right through the glasses. So, God, Wolfie, I'm going to accidentally punch you if you don't stop freaking out. Okay, I'm going to do it this way. And a boop. Okay, let's go. So yeah, don't look at the sun. You can't like put 3 sunglasses on, that won't work. Stuff like that. You'd have to have proper solar eclipse glasses. So yeah, check that out if you're interested in getting some practice for the Venus transit. I'm assuming Venus is going to be visible with solar eclipse glasses, obviously. I'm assuming that sunspot is about relatively the same size as Venus is going to appear as it crosses the face of the sun on June 5th and 6th, so good practice there. But yeah, that's going on. Let me answer some questions here before I waste the rest of this episode talking about astronomy and cell phones and other such things. And no, I know you guys enjoy me talking about whatever, but I feel like I'm in debt to you guys, and I have to answer these questions to keep you all happy. The floating island of treeness and shadedness. That's kind of weird. It really doesn't seem like, usually you see these floating islands around mountain biomes and stuff, but this one's just kind of hanging out. Much ado about nothing. There's some gravel up there too. But in Etho's lab, for those of you who don't know Etho, in his latest video, he revealed what his job is. A lot of people thought that he was like some sort of super advanced computer programmer guy, or he worked for NASA, even though you guys know he lives in Canada. So, yeah, he could have worked for the Canadian Space Agency, I guess. But yeah, his job. Well, I'll let you guys view that video if you want to find out what Etho's job is. But then I get a lot of questions. Wolves! I get a lot of questions about what my job is. And did I forget son of a wolf? I forgot to get Wolfie, didn't I? Ugh. That's what he gets for jumping all around. Dang it. Oh, dang it. Alright, well, I just have to go back. I think I left my boat, so I should know where I'm going. Dag nabbit. There's that floating island. Dang it. Oh, well, this is the interesting part. You know, I know that Far Lands or Bust has become some sort of a vloggy podcast type of thing, but every once in a while we come under creeper attack, or I forget Wolfie, or I fall in a giant chasm, so it keeps me on my toes. Alright, Operation Rescue Wolfie once again is in place. So, yeah, I was saying, people were asking what my job is, and they were discussing how they know Good is doing the YouTube thing full-time. I know Vintage Beef is kind of ramping up his efforts to try to do the YouTube full-time. And as part of Etho's video, he was talking about trying to concentrate on doing YouTube. Right now, I know I mentioned it a while ago, but yeah, that's similar as what I'm similarly trying to learn how to form sentences out of my mouth. I'm doing something similar. It's certainly, and I've mentioned this before, at 50,000 subscribers, it's by no means a replacement for a full-time job, but I've mentioned before I'm in a situation where I've been able to save up a bunch of money before this, so I'm able to support myself and feed myself. There he is, waiting. Hey, where'd you go? You left me behind. I'm going to pick up that flint accidentally. You there. Come along for the ride. Woof. Aha. Jeez. I'm going to get it for that, aren't I? But yeah, I'm trying out the YouTube thing right now. And it's... us partners are not at liberty, and we're bound by the contract not to say what we make, but let me just say it's not it's not what you might think it is. It's not, you know, the YouTube money, as people say, rolling on in, but it's doing all right. It's a fun thing, and like I said, I've had more fun and I've met more interesting people doing this YouTube thing than I have from any job I've ever had or going to school or anything like that. So it certainly has its benefits above and beyond what you might think. So yeah, I'm trying that out right now. Previous to this, I was a web designer. I went to art school, which is, and I know Good always tries to show this distinction. He wasn't a web designer. He was a web developer and a web host. That's more on the technical side of things. Whereas I was a front-end web designer, which means I did all the art, designing logos and the layouts and things. I also did the HTML, the CSS, and some little bit of JavaScript, but I don't know any back-end programming like PHP or server administration and stuff like that. So that was my job for quite a while, right out of college. I had a job with a studio for a little over 5 years that... there's episodes way back you can look at where I talk about how I wasn't at all happy with the situation I was in. I mean, it was a fine job, and it supported me okay, but it wasn't fulfilling or making me happy, and kind of just bumming me out every morning. So I quit that, and I was actually anticipating going back to school for something like geology or astronomy, like I always talk about, but then I was just doing this YouTube thing as kind of a hobby on the side, but it started to pick up a lot of steam. So now I'm trying to concentrate on it, and I know I've said before I don't know how long it'll last, but I'm going to try to make it work for as long as I can and try to keep things interesting, and you know, I'm gonna treat it as kind kind of a professional type of deal. And like I said, I was inspired by a bunch of people who, other channels who, kind of made me realize, hey, yeah, people like, I've mentioned before Total Biscuit and Yogscast and things like that, who, yeah, this actually could be a legitimate thing that somebody could do. So yeah, I'm trying to make this work, and so far it is working, and I appreciate all you Farlanders and all your support and encouragement and kind comments and things like that really help me keep going. And like I said, the Child's Play charity thing really motivates me to keep going. So yeah, that is what I am doing indeed. And I want to try to, I know this last few weeks I've been a little bit slow on the videos, just a few things going on in my own situation, but I'm going to try to ramp up some things. I'm going to try to start doing some different games to be more of, instead of just being, I know you guys like Minecraft, and I'll keep doing Minecraft, but just to keep things interesting. I know the new Max Payne is coming out. I want to try playing that when that comes out. I know that's a huge departure from my normal gaming fare here. A little bit more on the mature side of things, but hopefully you guys enjoy that and the other things I end up doing, and stay along for the ride. Woof. Oh, now you want to come inside. Sure. Let's see if I can do this without hurting Wolfie. Okay. Boop. Boop. Okay, there we go. Get in a corner. There we go. All right, but yeah, that pretty much sums up the rest of this episode. I didn't get through as many questions as I thought I would be able to, but let's put down the old workbench. Floating workbench. Let's make a couple beds, and let's remind everybody to keep going to farlandsorbust.com to contribute to our Child's Play charity. That'd be much appreciated. You can use, I got a few questions, on the homepage of farlandsorbust.com, there is a chip-in widget on the right-hand side. It basically shows our progress so far, and there's a button that says chip in. That keeps track of the charity and the goal and whatnot. But when you click chip in, it will take you directly to PayPal, and when you donate through there, your donation goes straight to Child's Play charity. I never see any of that. It's just a straight pass through the Child's Play charity. So the chip-in widget is just the way I'm able to track the goal and the progress and stuff. So yeah, that's the way that works. I appreciate all the questions and all the support for that thus far. Indeed, Wolfie? Indeed! Yeah, that worked out quite well. I think I'll quit while I'm ahead there. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time.